Yeah, so one of my secrets is that I actually do a little bit of psychic work and mediumship. And it's not too developed at this point, but I've been working on it for years. And it actually started in 2015, I want to say, after I saw my first psychic medium. And the reason my own abilities activated then is because it was definitively proven to me that it was a real thing. And, because like everyone who's skeptical, you might think like, oh, like they're cold readers. Like they just like kind of gather information about you and that's how they're so good. But like if you find a real one, then they're going to show you straight up that that's not a possibility. It's going to be things that nobody could know about you, that nobody could have told them, and that you're not just like reading too much into it. It's going to be definitively real. At least in this case, it was with this person. So that kind of blew my mind, and it activated one of my own powers, clairaudience. And not that I hear external things yet, but rather it's like internal clairaudience where a specific thought impression will arise in my mind that I didn't create. It'll be some random word or phrase. It could be a movie. It could be something to look up on Wikipedia. It could be a video to watch, a person's channel. It'll just be random words or phrases like that that lead me to research that is useful for me. So, or a message. It could be song lyrics. I might wake up with songs playing in my head. That happens a lot. I'll look up the lyrics and see if there's a message there. So anyway, clairaudience activated for me. And then a few years later, or 1 or 2 years later, I saw another medium after working on my Buddhist path during those years. And so when I saw him, he was like, yeah, you can do this too, right? And I didn't know whether or not that was true, but he was like, I do this mediumship practice circle. You should come join me sometime. It was just the next town over, so I thought, why not? So I hit it up, and I tried it out. And not only was it fun because of all the cool people there, but I realized right away that I did in fact have the ability. It was just very weak at the time, but like there was definitive proofs that you would be given to know that it was actually happening for real. So like I said, I would receive random words and try to memorize them, and then I would speak them to the group of people and see who could accept that as a message pertaining to like a past loved one or maybe even just their own life. And like I said, these would be very highly specific things that are undeniable. It wouldn't be just like green shirt or something, because like I said, or actually I haven't said this, but I haven't been a credulous person throughout my whole life. I've been working on mathematics and science and things like that my whole life. So I'm a very laissez-faire, like prove it to me type person. And in these cases, it was definitively proven to me that yes, something was going on with me as well, where I could also have this ability. So I developed that for a few years, pretty casually. I didn't do meditations or anything like that, but I did go to this practice circle pretty regularly, almost every Thursday. And eventually, I went to this actually no, I did several. I did some specific little classes, the biggest one of which spanned like 10 months, I believe, and it was like once a month. It was Rita Berkowitz's mediumship class. She wrote The Idiot's Guide to Mediumship. You can find that on Amazon. And yeah, the strange thing was I had her book from the past, from that first medium I saw in a completely different town. And yeah, she just happened to be doing a class at that store that I had been going to the practice circle for. So I took that as a sign to go do it. And I did. And it was very nerve-wracking and challenging because if your skill isn't too great, then presenting that to like a whole room of people is pretty nerve-wracking. Just be like, hey, I heard these like 5-7 words. Does that do anything for anyone? So anyway, but I did well in the class. People definitely saw that I had the skill. It wasn't like a dubious thing. But yeah, it was fun in general. Each class was about a different kind of psychic topic. Like one of them was psychometry, which is where you work with objects. And you feel the energy of the object, and then you can kind of siphon information from the ether about a person, a place, or whatever it is you're trying to do. And other than that, we also worked with the Aleister Crowley Thoth Tarot deck, which is I'm really glad that she introduced us to these cards because they're actually a very highly intelligently designed tarot deck. by the mystic Aleister Crowley, who is very infamous by name, but not many people actually like read his works or look into him. So that's another subject matter for a different day. But basically, I am impressed with his spiritual writings, many of them, and very impressed with his deck. And it incorporates astrology, it incorporates Hebrew letters, it incorporates, like in the mystical Kabbalah type way, and also incorporates the elements. So it's a very syncretic deck that I like. I still work with it today. I'll do readings for myself. Maybe we'll do one here on the channel. But yeah, that's my little mediumship story. I'm actually developing it now. I took a long break. I wasn't really too interested in developing it, but now I'm ramping it up, and I want to get that going as a real skill that I can actually use and do readings for people. So, like it or not, that's my experience, guys. I don't need you to believe in mediumship or psychic powers, but I know many of you will and already do know that those are real. So that's the audience I'm speaking to, as well as anyone who's just open to hearing new things. So yeah, with that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.